A very good morning, student. This is very important topic from your third lesson. Torque on a current loop. Once again, repeat. Torque on a current loop. What is mean by torque? Torque is nothing but force acting to the perpendicular distance. Is nothing but torque. Here, the force on a current carrying conductor. Here, this loop is called as a current carrying conductor, that is the armature, which is placed in between the two powerful magnet. So the force on a current carrying wire in a magnetic field is responsible for the motor operation. This is based on the motor operation. Expression for torque on a current loop placed in a magnetic field. This is the current loop placed in between the magnetic field. Consider the single rectangular loop P, Q, R, S kept in a uniform magnetic field. This is the uniform magnetic field. It is represent B vector. Let A and B, A and B, this side is considered as A, this is considered as a B. This A is represent L, L means length. Here B is represent breadth, B. So let A and B length and breadth of the rectangular loop respectively. Let N cap, this is the N cap. Here this N cap is nothing but be the unit vector normal to the plane of the current loop. Normal means perpendicular direction to the plane of the current loop. This unit vector n cap completely describes the orientation of the loop. Orientation, what is meant by orientation? Orientation is nothing but mention the position and direction of the loop. The word orientation is nothing but position and direction of the current loop. So completely describe this n cap, unit vector n cap completely describes the orientation of the loop. Let B vector be the, this B vector be the directed from north pole to the south pole of the magnet. North pole to the south pole of the magnet. The next thing, when an electric current is sent through the loop, what happens? Net force acting is 0, but there will be net torque acting on it. Here, when we apply the current or passing through the current in this loop means net force is equal to 0, but the torque acting on the rectangular loop. So, but there will be a net torque on acting on it. For the sake of understanding, we shall consider two configuration of the loop. One is unit vector n cap pointing perpendicular to the field. Yes, this is n cap direction. This n cap direction perpendicular to the magnetic field. Here n cap pointing perpendicular to the field. Unit vector pointing at an angle theta with the field. This unit vector pointing at the theta angle. If suppose the rectangular loop moving in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, which is make an angle theta. So the second condition is unit vector pointing at an angle theta with the field. This unit vector here, this is the unit vector n cap. It is a perpendicular, means it is pointing out the loop. It is a theta, angle theta. So pointing at an angle theta with the field. First point. Now let me discuss about the first point. When unit vector n cap is perpendicular to the field, in the simple configuration, the unit vector n cap is perpendicular to the field and plane of the loop is lying on xy plane. Here this is the xy plane. XY plane as shown in the figure. Let the loop be divided into 4 sections. divided into 4 sections. What are they? First section is P to Q. Second one is Q to R. Then third one is R to S. Then the last one S to P. Here 4 part. Let the loop be divided into 4 sections PQ, QR, RS and SP. The Lorentz force on each loop can be calculated as follows. Lorentz force. So when the moving charge only affected by the magnetic field, the rest charge it does not affected by the magnetic field. So this is the basic fundamental concept of Lorentz force. So when the charge moving in a perpendicular direction to the magnetic field means definitely the charge will be affected by the magnetic field. That is the basic concept of the Lorentz force. What is the formula for the Lorentz force? F is equal to BIL. BIL. F is equal to magnetic field current into length. BIL. Here force on section PQ. First we have to take in a side PQ. Force on section PQ. Force section PQ is equal to, it is represent, says PQ, this is the direction. We can only consider this particular part of this loop PQ direction. This is nothing but length. So length L vector is represent minus A. That side is already mentioned a symbol of A. So minus A because the current or charge moving in a downward direction. That is why minus A into J cap. That is the direction of J cap. Then magnetic field acting along the I direction. This is I direction. This is J direction here. This is J direction. This is I direction. This magnetic field B vector acting along the I direction. That is why B into I cap. We can written as B into I cap. Here this is the J vector direction. Here this is the J vector direction. But acting the charge in a downward direction. That means P to Q means that is a downward. Downward means negative minus J. That is why we can write L cap is equal to minus A into J cap and B vector is equal to B into I cap. Now what is the formula for the Lorentz force? F acting along the PQ direction, that is a FPQ vector is equal to, already we know the formula, BIL. Here IL vector cross B vector. What is the value of L? Minus A into J cap. Just substituting the value of L and B, we obtained minus IAB J cap cross I cap. J cap cross I cap, from the vector formula we obtained K cap. J cap cross I cap is nothing but K cap. That means minus K cap. J cap cross I cap is nothing but minus K cap. Already minus sign here. Minus into minus plus. So that is why the equation can be written as I plus IAB J cap cross I cap is nothing but minus K cap. That is why minus into minus plus IAB K cap. Since the unit vector normal to the plane n cap is along the direction of K cap. Then B. The next thing, force on section QR. Now the force, we have to calculate the force based on the Lorentz principle. The force acting along the QR direction. So here QR direction is represent B. Already we know the side of QR, it is represent B. So that is why equation can be written as L. This is length is nothing but breadth. So L vector is equal to B into I cap, because this direction is represent I direction, I cap direction. That is why we can write L vector is equal to B I vector, and B vector is equal to, already you know the magnetic field direction, B vector along the I cap direction. So the magnetic field also acting in a I cap direction. Then current also, that means force also acting from the Q to R means that is also I cap direction. So equation can be written as B vector is equal to B into I cap. Now force acting along the QR direction. What happened from the Lorentz force? What is the formula? IL vector cross B vector. Now you can substitute the value of L vector and B vector. L vector is nothing but Bi cap. B vector is nothing but Bi cap. Now substituting these two values, we obtained IB B, I small b capital B, I cap cross I cap. I cap cross I cap is nothing but 0. 0 into anything 0. 0 vector. Next, third part. The force on section RS. That means this direction. The force acting from R to S. This side is represent A, small a. So that is why equation can be written as L vector can consider as a plus j cap, because this is a upward direction. The force acting in a upward direction. That is why plus j cap. Here the force acting downward direction. That is why we can put minus j cap. Here the force acting from R to S, that is an upward direction. That is why we can put plus j cap sign. So equation can be written as L vector is equal to A j cap and B vector is equal to B into I cap, because always the magnetic field acting in a I cap direction. So substituting these two value in this equation, we obtained IAB j cap cross I cap plus j cap into plus I cap is nothing but minus k cap. So that is why minus IAB k cap. Minus IAB k cap. The next step. Since the unit vector normal to the plane along the direction of minus k cap. Next, last side, the force on section SP. That means force on section SP along the XP. The force acting from the S to P. Here, this side also is represent B, small b. Small b. The force acting from the S to P. So L vector can be written as minus B I cap, because this force acting towards to left hand side direction. Here QR direction, the force acting along the I cap direction, that is a positive direction. Towards to right hand means taken as a positive, towards to left means taken as a negative. So that is why we can put minus sign, minus I cap, minus I cap. So that is why minus B into I cap, and B vector is equal to, already we know the magnetic field direction, B into I cap. Just substituting these two values, we obtained from this equation a force SP acting along the SP direction, IL vector cross B vector. L and B can be replaced as a minus I B small b capital B I cap cross I cap. I cap cross I cap is nothing but 0 vector. I cap cross I cap is nothing but 0 vector. So the net force on the rectangular loop is, so now let me calculate the net force. FPQ vector plus FQR vector plus FRS vector plus FSP vector is nothing but IAB k cap plus 0 vector minus IAB k cap plus 0 vector is equal to F net force is nothing but plus IAB k cap and minus IAB k cap is nothing but 0. So that is why the net force acting on the loop is nothing but 0 vector. 0 vector. Hence, the net force on the rectangular loop in this configuration is 0. Now, let us calculate the net torque due to these forces about an axis passing through the center. Maybe this force acting only the center means this rectangular tube divided into two parts. That is mean divided by 2. So the equation can be written as net force of torque acting on the center. Tau net vector. Tau is a symbol of torque. Tau net force. Net vector is equal to summation of four sides. I is equal to 1. Then 4 section up to 4 section. That is why tau I vector is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 in the 4 side. Already we know the formula for the torque. Torque, what is the formula for the torque? Torque is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Force Fi vector cross Ri vector. That means force into perpendicular distance. So here, substituting the value from this force net, here this is the force, net force. Here Fi cap is nothing but IAB K cap. Here the force acting in the center of the loop. That is why center of the loop. That is why B by 2. B by 2 IA capital B. IA capital B. B by 2 IA capital B, because the force acting in a center. Center means the loop can be divided in a two parts. So that is why B by 2 into IA capital B plus 0 plus B by 2 IA capital B plus 0 into J cap, into J cap. Here net torque is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1. That is why A small b capital B I into J cap. From this equation we obtain the torque small b I capital B into J cap. Here AB is nothing but area of the rectangular loop. That means length into breadth. That is why we can written as A capital A is equal to small a and b. You can consider capital A is equal to AB is the area of the rectangular loop PQRS. The net torque for this configuration is net torque tau vector is equal to AB, small ab can be written as capital A, capital B and I and J cap. I and J cap. Now, when the loop starts rotating due to this torque, when the loop starts rotating due to this torque, the magnetic field B vector is no longer in the plane of the loop. So the above equation is the special case. When the loop starts rotating about Z axis due to this torque, the magnetic field B vector is no longer in the plane of the loop. So the above equation is the special case. When unit vector n cap is at an angle theta with the field. That is the second point. When unit vector n cap is at an angle theta with the field. In the general case, the unit normal vector n cap magnetic field and magnetic field B vector with an angle theta, figure 3.63 here. Again, we have to calculate the force along the 4 section. That means PQ, QR and RS and SP direction. First, the force on section PQ. Already we know this step. L vector is equal to minus A into J cap and B vector is equal to BI cap. Similarly, F force acting along the PQ vector is equal to IL vector cross B vector. Substituting these two values, we obtained minus I small a capital B J cap into cross I cap. J cap cross I cap is nothing but minus K cap. So here minus into minus plus. So that is why I A B K cap. Since the unit vector is normal to the plane, n cap is along the direction of K cap. Then next, the force on section QR. Here the force acting on the section QR. QR means which is make an angle triangle, right angle triangle. So that is why here this QR, it is represent the two adjacent side. Sum of the two adjacent side. Here two adjacent side is nothing but this is 90 degree, which is make an angle theta. That is why 90 degree minus theta. Here this theta is nothing but 90 degree minus theta. So summation of these two adjacent side means we obtain L vector. So what is the value of L vector? Which is make an angle triangle. Here this is the triangle. Make an triangle. This is pi by 2 minus theta. This is pi by 2 plus theta. Both the 90 degree means it is represent pi by 2 plus theta. Now the equation L vector can be written as B into cos pi by 2 minus theta. Pi by 2 minus theta into I cap minus sine, because two adjacent side which is make an angle theta means it will produce two adjacent side. One is a cos pi by 2 minus theta I cap acting along the I cap direction minus sine pi by 2 minus theta acting along the k cap direction, here k cap direction, and B vector is equal to B into I cap. Already we know the magnetic field direction along acting along the I cap, so B into I cap. Now the force FQR vector is equal to, here QR vector is equal to IL vector cross B vector. Substituting these two value, we obtain minus I B small b capital B sine pi by 2 minus theta into j cap. Just substituting these two values. So I cap cross j cap, that is I cap, then k cap, here minus capital I small b capital B sine pi by 2 minus theta, pi by 2 minus theta, because multiple this I cap multiple these two, this I cap to this two term means I cap into I cap 0. So that is why this term cos pi by 2 minus theta term will be 0, because B value is nothing but B I cap. B I cap. I cap into I cap 0. Here I cap cross k cap is nothing but j cap plus j cap. That is why we can write only the sine component minus I capital I small b sine, so capital B sine pi by 2 minus theta into j cap. So we obtained F force acting QR direction is equal to minus I capital I small b capital B cos theta j cap. The next step, horizontal component PS vector it is represent, horizontal component PS vector is represent B cos pi by 2 plus theta. Vertical component PS vector is nothing but B sin pi by 2 plus theta. So there are two component which is produced by the rotating conductor loop. When the conductor loop rotating between the two powerful magnet means which is produce an angle. PS vector in the horizontal direction means which is represent B cos theta pi by 2 plus theta. Vertical component of PS vector is represent B sin theta pi by 2 plus theta. So horizontal and vertical component of the section QR and SP. QR and SP. Here part C section, the force on section RS, already we know the value of this L vector and B vector, AJ cap and BA cap. Just substituting this equation, this formula, FRS vector is equal to IL vector cross B vector. So it can be written as I capital small a capital B j cap cross k cap is nothing but minus k cap. J cap cross k cap is nothing but minus k cap. So minus I a small a capital B into k cap. Since the unit vector normal to the plane is along the direction of minus k cap. The fourth section of force, the force on section SP. Here also the length will be acting on the two different side, that is a two adjacent side. One is the B cos theta pi by 2 plus theta I cap along the with horizontal direction, that is a vertical direction can be written as sin pi by 2 plus theta into k cap. Then already we know the magnetic field acting along the I cap direction, so that is why B vector is equal to B into I cap. Now the equation can be written as, so this I cap multiple by these two terms, what happened? I cap cross k cap is nothing but j cap. Here I cap is nothing but 0. So this term will be 0 because of I cap cross I cap. That is why the equation can be written as F, that means force acting SP direction vector is equal to IL vector cross B vector is equal to IB small b capital B sine pi by 2 plus theta j cap. So the equation is the force acting along the SP is equal to I small b capital B cos theta j cap. The net force on the rectangular loop is the force net force F vector is equal to F PQ vector plus F QR vector plus FRS vector plus FSP vector is equal to substituting force for or force section of the force value already we obtained, just substituting F vector net vector is equal to IAB k cap minus I small b capital B cos theta j cap minus IA capital B k cap plus I small b capital B cos theta j cap. So plus term minus term can be cancelled. We obtained F net vector is equal to 0 vectors. So hence the net force on the rectangular loop in this configuration is also 0. Notice that the force on section QR and SP are not is equal to 0 here, but they have equal and opposite effects. But we have assumed the loop to be rigid, so no deformation, hence no torque produced by these two sections. So from this diagram we detailed explanation about this derivation. Even though the forces PQ and RS are also equal and opposite, they are not collinear. So these two forces can constitute a couple as shown in the figure. Hence the net torque produced by these two forces about this the axis of the rectangular loop is given by tau net vector is equal to b small a capital B I sin theta k cap. Already we obtained this value from the torque equation is equal to AB is nothing but capital A. So A capital B I sin theta k cap. The next step is force. Calculate along the OA direction. This is OA direction. Here this is the OA direction. This is breadth, half of the breadth B by 2. Then this is OB direction. OB direction. First of all, we have to calculate the force acting along the OA direction. So OA direction is nothing but length, that is a breadth, half of the breadth. So there is a two component acting along the OA direction. B by 2 cos theta pi by 2 minus theta minus I cap. This is minus I direction. This direction is nothing but magnetic field acting along this direction. Right hand side means OB means taken as a plus I, OA means taken as a minus I direction. So that is why equation can be written as B by 2 cos pi by 2 minus theta minus I cap plus B by 2 sin pi by 2 minus theta into minus k cap. Here the equation can be written as B by 2, remove the common term, B by 2 cos pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but minus sin theta I cap plus sin pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but cos theta plus cos theta plus cos theta k cap. So here the field acting along the OB direction, B by 2 cos theta pi by 2 minus theta plus I direction, because this is acting towards to right hand side, so taken as a positive I plus b by 2 sin pi by 2 minus theta minus k cap. Here from this equation b by 2 cos pi by 2 minus theta, 90 degree minus theta is nothing but minus sin theta I cap. Here sin pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but cos theta k cap. So minus cos theta k cap. So here OA vector cross FPQ vector, that means torque. Torque is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Distance is nothing but OA vector cross force acting in a PQ direction. Already we know the value of force PQ. I small a capital B K cap into what is the value of OA? Just substituting this value B by 2 minus sin theta I cap plus cos theta K cap. So this term, multiple these two term means we obtained minus b by 2 sin I cap into small I capital A b k cap plus b by 2 cos theta k cap into IA k cap. Here k cap is nothing but 0. So totally this term is equal to 0 because k cap cross k cap is 0. Here I cap cross k cap is nothing but minus j cap. So minus, this is also 1 minus, minus into minus plus. So the equation can be written as 1 by 2 I small a small b capital B sin theta j cap. Here 1 by 2 IA b small b capital B sin theta j cap. The next side OB vector cross FRS vector. FRS vector B by 2 sin I cap plus cos theta I cap cross minus IAB K cap. Here also multiple these two terms we obtain B by 2 sin I cap cross minus IAB K cap plus B by 2 cos theta K cap into minus IAB K cap. Here K cap is equal to 0, that is why the term full terms this particular term is equal to 0, it will become a 0. Here b by 2 sin I cap cross k cap is nothing but minus j cap. So already we the minus sign here, minus into minus plus. So that is why tau vector, tau that means torque is nothing but 1 by 2 IAB IA small b capital B sin theta j cap. So the net torque along the OA and OB is nothing but net torque vector is equal to I small a small b capital B sin theta into j cap. Next, note that the net torque is in the positive y direction, which tends to rotate the loop in clockwise direction about the y axis. If the current is passed in the other way, PS or QP, the total torque will point in the negative y direction, which tends to rotate the loop in anti-clockwise direction about y axis. So another important point to note that the torque is less in this case compared to the earlier case where the n cap is perpendicular to the magnetic field B vector. It is because the perpendicular distance is reduced between the force FPQ vector and FRS vector in this case. The equation 3.68 can also be rewritten in the term of magnetic dipole moment. What is the formula for magnetic dipole moment? PM vector is equal to IA vector. Already we know the value of A. A is nothing but A into small a and B. That means length into breadth of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. Here length is represent A. Breadth is represent small b. So I into AB n cap. So net torque acting along the P vector cross B vector dipole moment, tau net vector is equal to P vector cross capital B vector. This is the analogous expression for the torque experienced by electric dipole in the uniform electric field. Tau net vector is equal to P vector cross E vector, which gives the unit 1. So this is the special case, very important point, note it down children. When theta is equal to 90 degree, what happens? Sin 90 degree is nothing but 1. So the torque value is maximum. So torque on the current loop is maximum, which is tau net vector is equal to AB I capital B j cap. Note here dipole moment vector Pm vector points perpendicular to the magnetic field B vector. The torque is maximum in this orientation. Then second case, when theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree, what happened? Torque is equal to 0 because sine 0 is nothing but 0. When theta is equal to 0 degree, Pm vector is parallel to the magnetic field. There is no force acting on the charge. So that is why for theta is equal to 180 degree, Pm is in anti-parallel to B vector. The torque is 0 in this orientation. This is very important point for your objective type question, children. Thank you.